We are in Jerusalem at the Muslim quarter, and that is part of the Via Dolorosa, the way that Jesus walked with his cross from the judgment place, which is that way, to the crucifixion place. Now we have 14 stations equal to 14 stories. This is the fifth one. That's where Jesus saw Saint Simon and felt easy. The Romans forced Saint Simon to help Jesus to carry the cross. Two things you must know. First of all, the Romans can help, but not physically. They can force someone else to do that. Saint Simon, second thing, Saint Simon came from Libya of today. Then what a Jew from Libya is doing in the city? Remember, Jesus came for Passover. And in Passover, every Jew from all over the world must be in. Then in that case, to find a Jew from Libya of today, it's not a problem. You can see here the fifth station, that's how it marks. Above it, it's the Franciscan symbol. To the left is the name, Via Dolorosa in Arabic, in English and Hebrew, of course. And the story. Saint Simon is forced to help Jesus to carry the cross. Now, that is part of the Bible. Not all the 14 stations are part of the Bible, and we're heading now to the sixth station. Usually people ask me, is that what Jesus saw? No. That street is mainly from, let's say, 16th century and up. But is that a path? Even that, it's a yes but no. Because in history, through history, there were different kinds of Via Dolorosa, different ways. But this is now part of the 14th century path. And why not to believe that he walked through here? And you know what? Even if he didn't walk through here, Via Dolorosa was part of it. I mean, the idea that he was carrying the cross is part of it. Then, maybe it was in the street next by. Still, the agony is important. And that's what the Franciscans want us to believe. And more than that, the agony is not only of Jesus. The agony is of his mother as well. Water is one thing that we don't have. Now, the agony is of the salesman as well. No one is here, except of one crazy man that decided to open his shop for no one. And he did it next to the next to the sixth station. But I must tell you that he did a wonderful job. New windows. Looks better.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And how are you?
Fine, thank
And your children? Everyone? Yes? Vaccine? You took?
You took?
Second one too. First one.
You from where?
No, from my city. A friend of mine.
What's too much?
No, I need to be in Tel Aviv in about 2 hours.
What do you think? It takes more time?
Wait a minute. And here we are at the sixth station. Sixth station is not mentioned in the Bible, but for me the sixth station is such an important place because Saint Veronica saw Jesus walking up, and she took a veil and cleaned his sweat. For me, she is the most important figure at the Via Dolorosa, mainly because she helped Jesus voluntarily. Remember, we saw Saint Simon? He didn't help Jesus. He was forced to help Jesus. It's a huge difference. Then, although it's not mentioned in the Bible, there are evidence of that story from the 2nd century. Then this is the sixth station. Again, you can see the special path, stones that mark the station. 6 here. That pillar, that column is from 1st century. Of course, everything is new. We're talking about the site itself. And you can see the story of Saint Veronica and the number 6. We will continue to the seventh station. Seventh station is where Jesus fell for the second time. Again, not one of the stations that mentioned in the Bible, but still I can understand him. I mean, it's difficult for him to walk. He didn't eat, he didn't drink. We just ate an amazing falafel from Abu Shukri, but he didn't eat for almost, let's say, 14 hours. He is carrying the cross. He knows that he's going to be crucified. He knows that according to the plan he must die. Happy he wasn't. Then in that matter, he didn't feel well. At the seventh station, he fell for the he fell for the second time, and in the now the seventh station, it's where he fell. But it's important to understand that we are entering to the Caldo. Remember the Caldo? But this time, it's not like the Caldo that you saw in a few videos ago. It's the 21st century, the main street from north to south, But if you will excavate it, you will find the Caldo that we saw. But if you will excavate in that area, the third World War will begin. Another important thing to understand is that at the time of Jesus, that was the end of the city. See kind of a gate here? From here, he went out of the city, and not so far away from here, it was crucified. Today, it's the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Others believe that it was in a different place. But then this is the seventh station. Again, you can see that Jesus fell to number 7. And the Caldo. Damascus Gate, Jewish Quarter, and Zion Gate. Can you smell the coffee? Then, if you like the video, subscribe my channel, and you will see more. I have so many videos, almost 19,000 videos of the Holy Land. And if you do have some questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I can smell the coffee, you cannot. Most of the market, as you can see, closed because of coronavirus, COVID-19, no tourists, no shops. See you in my next video.